Hey guys, we can't wait to show you what we've done with this amazing project. This is probably one of the most incredible projects that we've done to date. It took over a year to complete. We're ready to show you.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
It starts right here in the foyer. The impact when you first walk in the door and the dramatic change from how it used to be, this is what we were aiming for. So often customers come to us to ask us to open up their house, their floor plan. A lot of these old houses were all like sectioned off. When you're opening up a floor plan, you have the opportunity to invite the formal dining room to be a little bit less formal and engaged with the kitchen.
This changes how the family uses their house. We've got a humongous island. They can do all their prep, they can do homework here. They've got 2 sinks, which is key. The kids can wash their hands in this sink while she's working in that sink or he's working. They've got a beverage cooler, they've got 3 ovens. It really just has been completely transformed, so it works for this family.
One thing that we really love about this space is that we lost the pantry by rearranging the room. So what we did was we stole a little bit of square feet from the laundry room, and we realized that if you really organize and build the shelves the right way, you can get just as much storage and not as large of a footprint. Another thing that we love is we like to have a story behind a lot of the little details that we do. And so one of our carpenters was driving by a condemned home in one of the neighboring townships that was getting bulldozed. And we actually grabbed a couple of doors out of it. There's a lot of time that went into cleaning this door up to get it to fit and look just like it does.
Here is their new living space. It is the same actually square footage as it was before, but it feels twice as big. We blew out the wall in the back, so now they have all the sight lines to the kitchen, to the dining, to the living room. Everybody's kind of in contact, and I feel like in these days when everybody's on a screen, just being in the same room counts as like quality time these days. So we also added this awesome fireplace surround. There's fancy stuff going on here.
Yeah, a lot of fancy stuff going on that maybe you care about, maybe you don't. This is the stuff that I love. But you have this crazy surround that has a double compound miter, which took a lot of planning. There was a week of hand drawing on site to just figure out how to actually put this all together. And then the tile, we were able to kind of tie in that look of the tile that was in the mudroom to here to kind of bring that cohesion.
I love the mantle. This beam is awesome. It's gorgeous. It really adds a lot of character to the space. But I think there's fun stuff going in on the side. Didn't they hide other components?
Yeah. We were able to conceal all of the cable, the power for the TV, the HDMI cords, and all of the technology that the homeowner wanted in this little trap door. And that way you weren't staring at it from the very front of the room. Yeah. Being that this house was originally a colonial home, red brick colonial, pretty common in this area, and the homeowner's aesthetic is obviously not that. One of the best ways to have a huge impact is to replace the windows and to get the grids out of the windows. So in this case, we replaced every single window in the entire house.
Yeah, we also replaced the casing too. And if you'll notice, the windows on the inside are white, but the windows on the outside are black. So it's really cool that they could do that.
I feel like there's a couple of main reasons why formal dining rooms don't get used. Number one, they're like a dungeon, right? And the second thing is like you're separate from everything else that's going on, and you only sit at the table to have your meal or maybe a little chat or coffee afterwards. But other than that, then everybody has to get up and leave. In this case, you look at this place, it's so open. You have seating for 10 people at this table who can congregate here, the island, the living room, TV, all of it at the same time.
Yeah, it's great. Before, the dining room was very closed off. It was only used for once a year, maybe a holiday.
Maybe twice, yeah.
So it kind of became the catch-all room. And just because it could, nobody saw it. So now that we've opened it up, it actually has forced the homeowner to keep it nice and clean, which is great.
And now,
and it gets used a ton more. So one of the best things about this house is that it's a circle. The flow is just one big circle for the kids to like ride their toys on. Can you imagine our kids here doing that?
Yeah, for sure. And every time we went looking for houses ourselves, this was like the ideal layout.
This is awesome. You know what my favorite part about this is?
Not at all.
First floor laundry.
Yeah.
Laundry on the first floor. That is my dream.
You know what my favorite part about this is?
What?
The cabinets.
Yeah.
For the amount of time that we took to build this and kind of lay it all out, it was quite the endeavor.
Yeah. I love the floor. It hides everything. It could be super dirty. You won't even tell. It's gorgeous.
The other thing that we liked is that we went with a stained wood top, and that was intentional. I think I wanted white or a cream or whatever this is to begin with, and you easily changed my mind like you always do.
Yeah. Well, it hides dirt.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm like repeating myself, but if you can hide dirt, then it looks awesome. So my second favorite part about this whole mudroom is that when it's a total disaster, you get to close it and nobody will know any better.
That's not why we did this.
Yeah, well, it's part of the reason.
Oh, okay.
Why did we do this?
I think the main reason we did it was so that we didn't hit the fridge or, you know, bump into the built-ins. No.
But mostly to hide your junk. This family has been so patient with us. We've already done 3 bathrooms upstairs, then we touched everything on this floor. Outside.
Yep, a little bit of metal work.
Yeah.
Both in the front and the back. We also built an entire new front porch.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. So we are just overjoyed that they would invite us to do more work in their house after the upstairs. So I think they're happy. I know they're happy. They love it.
Yeah, we do too.